And outside until Lawrence comes. I'm going to have a look at this little job. My wood came yesterday for my trellis work, so I'm just going to saw some of that up and fit it, and then stop when Lawrence comes to carry on with the bathroom project.
Hello, Maisie here again. Welcome back to the next episode of Portuguese Utopia. In this episode, Steve gets busy measuring, cutting and screwing wood for the trellising. He is working really fast, isn't he? Steve won't stop until he has used all of his wood. I am getting bored with it. Should we skip to the next bit?
Good morning everyone, I'm just going to bring you up to date. We're not fully done in here by any means, but we've got the units fitted. They need to be sealed in and everything, but we're going to give it a few days to make sure we've got no leaks or anything, because obviously there's a lot of plumbing been done. There was a slight leak on that one, but I think I've tightened it up. I think it's all right, so I'm going to just leave it for a little bit longer. We've got to fill the tops in there up to the ceiling because the coving doesn't cover it, because the idiot here didn't buy a big enough one. I ordered the 5-inch one and it was come 120mm, but I should have ordered the 127. We've already cut into it, so Ross has got to come back to do above the door, and we've got to sort this corner out, so we've got time to sort that out. I'm going to try and help Ross by cutting some pieces across the top there, so that when Lawrence comes back to do the ceiling, well, to do the coving, it'll sit properly. Otherwise it would have to be cut down, and then it would dip back there, so it won't, it'll sit nicely. fingers crossed. But we've got, we're functional again now. We've got the radiators up and running, not leaking. I this morning put the toilet roll holder on.
It
So
looks
it's
a
all
bit
looking
wonky to
rather
me.
nice. Practical at the moment. We obviously haven't got the lights in yet. In fact, I think that's probably the next thing, to have a word with the electrician, see if we can get him sorted out. And obviously door handles on the units and things like that, but that's not critical at the moment. So we're well happy with it. We've obviously got other jobs to be getting on with as well. So there's some outside to do, which I'm heading out to do this morning. And then we'll see how far we get on with it. The rain is coming down quite heavily. So we're restricted to indoor jobs. So we go to the garage, a makeshift workshop. This is what I've done so far, which is basically a bit of carcassing, if you like, or now I've got to cover that with plasterboard so it's ready for Ross to tile on. I shan't bother boring you by showing you doing it. I'll show you the finished product in a few seconds. Bathroom update. Bottom of the shower unit's done. Now I've got to... Ross is coming tomorrow. It's Saturday today, pouring down rain, so I've got to do indoor jobs, which is good, because I've got to focus on this. Boxing this in, which is a bit of a fiddly job, but I've made a start. I've got the rest of the day and tomorrow morning to get it finished, so I'm hoping to get it done before dinner if I can today, but we'll see how it goes. To save Ross some time, I've cut all of the short ends of tile to fit across the top there, above the door there, and that boxing in there. So hopefully it should be just straightforward mixing some gobbo and putting it together, he says, hopefully. Storm clouds are brewing up. It's Sunday morning and Storm Ashley is on its way, I believe. So obviously with it will be some rain, so I'm going to have to get on this morning if I want to do any outside work. Done a bit of digging up yesterday, just trying to get ready to move this bad boy. There's another one out here that needs digging up, but it's going to be thrown away. This one here, and they're hard work because they're deep rooted, but I'm going to have to make a start. Right, while I've been waiting for Ross, I've had to go at this bad boy. I think I'm about done him now. Last bit of human endeavour. Yep. He's out. Right, that's all I'm going to bother with today, just getting him dug out, because I'll sort this mess out tomorrow. I don't bring my tools in. I don't know more of these. Ooh, we've got to take it out before Kaz is happy with the garden state, but it was another one that's encroaching another one. So that one's staying, let's give that one a bit more room to grow. And if we've got out to go there, it'll probably be in a pot for the time being. So that's got that out, that's the main thing. I haven't done any more on this one today. I did dig a bit of soil out from around the bottom of it, but I'm a bit proud to take this one out yet. But it's supposed to be ready to come out for movement. But the one thing I did get done today, which I'm quite pleased with, is finish off the Trelliswork. Now see by the strength of the wind, that'd be a good test. This Hurricane Ashley or whatever it is, when it eventually comes in. Don't wake up in the morning with everything on the floor or in a big pile. So I'm hoping that we've got them all fixed properly. Anyway, that'll do until Ross comes. If he comes this afternoon, if he doesn't, I'm going to have an afternoon off. Right, the rains have gone. Still a bit windy from the back end of that storm, but I think we're going to be able to try and tidy this up this morning. First thing, as soon as we didn't get the bathroom finished off yesterday. Truck the muck back, put the membrane back. I've just got to fill a gap there where it was originally planted with some I ain't got any of that proper weed repressant stuff, but a black bag would be sufficient, and then we'll put the stones back. Because of weather conditions are okay today, I'm going to attempt to do a bit more on this one. Be nice to get him out, but there's a lot of roots there to sort out, and he's not in a particularly good position to get at. So I've had to rope all the tops so I can get round the bottom of it, because that was all flopping down, and I've got to get into the roots. So this is going to take a fair bit of the day up, I think, but I'm going to have another hour of it, see how far I'll get on. And it was gone. Took some pulling out. Don't know how my back will fill tomorrow, but I'll take it around the front and decide where she wants it planting when she gets back, and hopefully that'll be it for today. There we have it, the hydrangea in its new position. Cat's doing a bit of weeding. Most of the work that's been done today has been done by cows. I've had to go out and help some other people do various bits today, so when I come back she's stripped out all that back. This is the area that's causing some concern, because I think we've got 3 plants that are basically strangling each other. And I think the time has come to do something about it. We think this is going, this bit of trellis work. This one's got a bit of worm, so we don't want it creeping into the panels.
Definitely not.
Not after we've made all that effort, so I think that panel's going, and this one is, because although it's a shame, this old red thing, well, ivy or whatever it is, turns red. I've been waiting all year for it to turn red. We've enjoyed it, but I was hoping there'd be a bit of it over here in the ground so it could run along the fence, but it isn't. So I've got an horrible feeling the root structure that I've got there, that I'm not going to be able to dig that out and plant it somewhere else. I think it's going to be too big. But I may have a go. I may have a go of taking it out, and it's coming out anyway because I want this trellis out of the way. So I want to open that up. If that had been planted in that corner, I would have left it alone. But it has to go up there, look, and across. Then it becomes a messy corner. Don't like messy corners here, not at all. And that'll open that area up then. We'll put some else in there if we want to. But it's given me food for thought. I think we're going to have another solid panel in there like these. And that'll finish that off then, won't it? Food for thought. We'll have a think about it. We'll sleep on it. Now, although I said that Kaz had done all the planting and everything today, I did actually do a little bit along here. It's no good asking me what these plants are called because I ain't got a clue. I don't even know as Kaz does, but they're a yellowy goldy colour, similar to a marigold, and we had loads of them out the front. Just come to check out the front here. Planted this yesterday. Well, it's looking sad, or whether it's alright. But these were the little yellow plants that I've took a load off because they spread like wildfire. So I'm not bothered that I've took some out of here because there's plenty left. There'll be even more next year. But putting them in them pots around the back there is pretty good for us because it'll stop them spreading. They can only go as far as that pot that they're at, well, them stones that or blocks, because they've got a concrete bottom to them, so I don't even know whether they'll survive or not, because I don't know how far the roots need to go. They're not going to get any further than the depth and the width of the actual hole in each of these blocks, which is not very deep, but I think there'll be enough to support them little plants. That should give us a little bit of colour to next year, shouldn't it, before Kaz decides what we're going to put in front of the trellis work. Obviously we want something a bit bigger and more dramatic than those little things, but it'll give us some colour. And I have to carry on digging and raking and squaring this up for winter. Good morning. Today we're going to try and change the view out there a bit. I'll explain outside. Yeah, although I like this thing that went up and above, there's too much choking each other, so it's going to have to come out.
You have already told us this.
Also, it's raised the land a little bit there with the root system going under this bit there, so it's got to come out. We've also decided that we're going to put another solid panel there. That was sorted out, or Kaz has sorted out what's there's just too much going on there. We've got a creepy type one this side, we've got the bottle brush one there, and then we've got another one the other side there. They're all fighting for the same amount of fence space, so we're going to attempt to dig this one out here and that one the other side there, dig them out and plant them elsewhere. And this one's going to have to go, and we might buy a new plant or a new I think that's an ivy of some sort, but a climber. We might buy a fresh one next year. We'll have a lot of strong time of the year to buy it now, so we're going to attempt to tidy this up here. There's a post that wants to come out there. This is staying. That post is coming out. And obviously that one will have to as well. So that's given me plenty to be getting on with. Okay. Well, wrestle this bad boy out. We've got him and most of his roots out. As usual, it leaves a big hole, but it opens it up nicely. Now look at that. That's open that up nicely. Now the next battle is getting this post out, which I've had fun and games with 2 posts already, so I know what to expect on this job. This will be an hour, I think, before I can get it out, but we'll just keep chipping away at it. That didn't go too bad. Thought it'd take an hour, but it took probably about 20 minutes, if that. Well, that's one post out and a big hole. This one might be a bit more fiddly, but we're going to attack this one first. Good timing. Just managed to get the second one out. So that's 2 out of 3. Two big holes. This one's going to cause the most problems, but I'm not even sure I'm going to attack that one today because I haven't got my panel and my kickboard sorted out yet, and that if I take that down, that'll leave a big gaping hole there. I don't know, I might do, I don't know yet. We'll see how my back feels in a minute or two. The main thing is to have a coffee, then come back and quick tidy up, then we'll start again. Word to you gardeners out there, all those that are with Clivia lilies that are in pots, don't neglect them, because did I not have a battle to try and rescue this one? Pot bound or what? Kaz is going to split it and try and get it ready for next year. It looks like there's going to be quite a few of them next year. Right, I'm going back to my job, which is before we can do out with this fence, we've got to fish out, dig this one out, and I'm in the process of digging this one out. I don't know what they're called. One of them's an honeysuckle, I do know that, but I don't know which one it is. I don't know what the other one is, but they're both climbers. So they're going to go over there on the trellising to give us a bit of colour and cover next year. That's nearly it. Another post gone. So that's 1, 2, 3. Just him to go tomorrow, and I've got my fence panel coming tomorrow. So hopefully I can get on with that. I've took the trellising down, as you can see. Kaz was worried that this bottle brush plant was going to fall over, but it's quite a sturdy old boy. It was only held up by this old rotten wood. Pleased to get rid of that actually. It's alright when it's hidden by all the leaves, but and the ivy and everything, but I think by having a solid one up there, it'll help us a bit. We've also today had a cat come in and crap on the garden, so by having a full panel there, I think it might help keep it out. Right, that's about it for tonight. Good morning. A little job I had to do to help Kazzy out, because she reckoned that opening these doors with wheelbarrows and bits and bobs, the ground wasn't wide enough, and she was tipping over onto the soil here. So I've pinched some slabs off another job and just put them along here. They're a bit wobbly, they're not going to end up there long term, but they just helps protect falling onto the soil this time of year, because it's obviously in autumn now, entering winter soon. It'll be even squaddier than what it is now, but that's just food for thought for later. The main project today is that we're getting another panel come today, so I should be able to replace that old trellis one. I should have done it from the start really, but it was absolutely covered in greenery, so we like to wait until the end of season before we start pulling trees and bushes and bits and bobs out. We've had a good gardening day yesterday anyway, whatever happened, but we've got to get back to a bit more destruction and construction today, all being well. The weather's going to hold out today, so I might as well get on with it. Well, let's got the last one out, so I should be able to put the posts in there and the panel in there, all being well, when it comes. It hasn't turned up yet. I've also been where that pipe went from there. I'm thinking of, rather than letting roots and trees mess about with that, cover it over. The best way I thought was to concrete it in and then have a little pathway across there, because I think future proofing as we get older and whatnot, hanging out the washing and things like that, it'll just save a few feet, won't it? Rather than trading around the garden to get to the washing line, we can get directly to it. Also, I'm not sure as and when and if we get the conservatory as to how wide it'll be, so it might be that this path is taken out anyway at some point. Looking back on it, it's all depends on the width of the conservatory, etc. So I'm sort of making a little bit of a forward plan here, that if that comes up, we've still got to be able to get to the washing line without going over the gravel and everything. I mean, that's further down the line, but if I'm in this little corner now, I might as well try and do something with it now. I've also used up all the old tiles and ceramic and everything to fill that in and to bring it up a bit. So if I put some concrete down and edge it, and a couple of slabs of path down there, it'll tidy up a bit, I think. I don't know what Kaz will think of it. She'll let me know when she gets back.
You're brave not getting permission first.
Right, we've got the delivery come. Now I've got to line up, put the hole, but before that we'll have a bit of dinner. Alright, we're getting there. Need to measure the tops, make sure they're right, then I can put the panel in, but I'll need to put me, I'll have to go and fetch some wood from my good friend Anne to fit that one there for the gate to fit to. Bolted the wood through there while the gate fixings. Lined it all up. Now I'm ready to, everything's secured in place, horizontally and vertically. So now I just need to get some concrete in the job. Quick slurping the coffee on the way past. Yep, that's ready to go. We'll chuck it down the hole. Tea's nearly on the table. I've got that set up. Got that cemented in or concreted in. So we should be dry enough. I've laid these edging bricks. I'm going to make a little pathway through there. And then Kaz can still have a bits of garden. I've had to pinch the bricks from the front here, but I've got some cobblestones to tidy that up because we don't want any soil coming over the pavement edges. So tea's near enough on the table, and I've just got a bit of put my tools away and I've tidied up until I get the shout. Not a bad day's work today.
Hope you enjoyed our latest episode. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do, as it doesn't cost anything and will help our channel grow. In the next episode, Steve attempts to finish off the fencing and Kaz attempts to get the bathroom finished. Thanks for watching. Bye.